Hello again, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. This is Ledrock, your fisherman friend. Welcome back to where work is for people who don't know how to fish. Today we are going fishing, but as usual, we do it the responsible way. We do it in a way where we protect the environment while making a living. Today it's a continuation and it's another chapter in the whole condition of the reef and what is happening with it. Today we have an invasive species that we will feature, one that is not native to our shores, but it shows up some probably 10 years ago under our coast, and ever since then it has been multiplying, and in doing so it is devouring a lot of our fish eggs and young fish. It's very flary in its appearance, very attractive, looking more like a plant sometimes. But when it moves, you'll see that it's a fish. This fish is the infamous lionfish, the one that most people fear, the one that most people dread, because of the extent to which, and some of it is a propaganda, and as to how dangerous it is. I must tell you that this fish causes a lot of pain and swelling and a whole lot of discomfort if any of those spike, especially those on the back. If your body, any part of your body, should come in contact with them, they are very sharp, and the slightest touch would pierce the skin, and it would then leave a venom in your body that will somehow attack the circulatory system, nerve system to a certain point. I've never heard of any recorded death, but when you get hit by one of these, you will surely feel like you're going to die. However, they are only that venomous when they're alive. 30 minutes or so after it's dead, a stick from that fish would just be treated as any normal fish. Also, when it is exposed to heat, the venom is neutralized. So when we go to sea, we carry a lighter with us, and the area that we get, where the spike impale, whether the finger or the palm of the hand or the foot, wherever, we always try to apply some heat to that area. That will neutralize the venom, reduce the swelling, and sometimes, most of the time, eliminate the possibility of you going to the doctor to seek medical attention. But I have counted where I would have been injured by this fish over 19 times, and then I stopped. I lost count. For the first 2 times, I went to the hospital. The second time, I feared the most. But after that, after learning about the heat application, I no longer go to the doctor for it. Whenever I punctured by that thing, I just use my lighter and get rid of it. So here it is. This is where it hang out. And if you notice, you see some small fish swimming around in the background. Those are what it feeds on. Now what this does, how this affects us negatively, if the small fish continue to be killed by these invasive species, very soon you will have no fish. So one, we are having a totally destruction of the coral reef due to global warming, unsustainable coastal development, also fishing practices that are undesirable. We also have, discharge of sewage in our gullies and sometimes directly into the sea. And these things cause a lot of negative impact on the reef. If you notice, what you're looking at is supposed to be colorful. It's not. So when we even set our fish traps like these and leave it for a week, you go back, you find just a small portion of fish in them, because even the water itself is too acidic, for the fish to survive in. The temperature is too warm. So it's not just a fish depletion problem, it's a fish migration, because the reef is like a housing scheme or a housing development. And if the housing development is destroyed, then the citizens of that community will leave to somewhere else. And this is exactly what is happening in our area. We cannot also rule out the above average storm per year that break the coral reef, during the high tide and also the waves action. So it is a lot of things that is going on here that we need to look at. This is a sea anemone. This is supposed to be have a little purple and so on it, but due to the water temperature, we notice that it also turned white. This piece of sheet coral is still brown. This is a butterfish, a species of the Ines, closely related to the grouper. This one is checking the camera out. This one also, the species, it's under attack, because we don't get them to the 1 pound, 2 pound sizes that we used to see them anymore. They have gone. We check another trap here. We have some dark teeth snapper and some dactyfish, a few parrotfish and a few grunt in this one. This we will not take up, we'll just leave it, because today it's really looking at the condition of the reef, examine it and see how much we can bring awareness to it. So my peeps, wherever you are, do not dump things into the gully. If you are living in an area where your local authority is not taking good care of the sewage system to ensure that it is properly taken care of and it doesn't end up in the streams or in the gully, make a report. And if you have to, write and sign a petition for them to do so, because the environment is suffering, when people doesn't take responsibility. For those who farm, wherever you farm, dispose of your chemical in a way that is responsible. I know some people in some rural area, instead of digging a pit for the cesspool, what they do is that they will put it into the sinkhole. We don't want that to happen, you know. So be responsible. Like this channel, subscribe to this channel. I know you love the videos, you're watching them, but the subscription doesn't really account for the watch. So help us to grow and help us to protect, to preserve, and help us to be a friend to nature and to be friendly with the animals. As you can see here, this bird used to us so much that it will come up to us and take fish from our hands and eat. God bless and have a wonderful one. Manly find partner in it. When you again, Where's in